Coaches, how are you? Coach Kano here. Like I'm saying, there's no one who loves more motivational quotes, more inspiring YouTube videos, podcasts. I literally listen and read every day, majority of the day while I'm working, nonstop. I hear entrepreneurs and other successful coaches speak, so I could think that way all the time. But sooner or later, there's got to be days where you just shut up and take action. That's me here too. Take immediate action and get after it. And I'm going to give you 2 challenges that I'm challenging myself with right now. All these things are things that I need to improve on. So I do not want it to look like I'm always just preaching. These are the things that I'm applying to my life and my business right now to make sure that I'm giving the best to the coaches that I work with. They're not my clients. I'm working with them to be the best. And that's the first thing I'm challenging them with, and I'm challenging you with, is from Tony Robbins. He says, bring certainty into the situation. Great leaders focus on what they can control and burn all the fucking boats. And what he means by that is when I visualize that, and that's why I looked at Jordan's quote, Lombardi, Jackson. And what he's saying is consistency is the key. If you look at any great relationship you have in your life, majority of your moms, your wives, your dads, your kids, the reason it's so strong is because you're there every day and you show up and you have their back. My question to you is, are you there consistently for your athletes? If you're not, you are not the best man for the job right now for your kids. If you cannot be there, you better have someone that is there for them in that role right now in this off-season program, and they better know why you leave early or why you're not showing up. You have to have consistent communication with them. Why? Because we were them when we were 14 to 18. We were what's up with coach right now? He's really actually coaching me today. He usually just stands there and watches and jokes around. If you're that coach, head coach in the weight room, leave. Don't get in there. You got to have that mission and that purpose that you're training to be the very best. You win games in February on Tuesday mornings at 6 a.m. So if you're getting distracted, know that there are other teams that are outworking you. Trust me, let's be honest, it is my fault that my company's not bringing in $200,000 in revenue, and I'm working on improving that. It is your fault when your team loses in the playoffs at certain rounds, that they're out of shape, that you guys have players skipping practice. It is your fault. Why? It's because the relationship is not strong enough. And trust me, in these situations, it's not always perfect, but there is so many ways to improve that. One is be consistent. Show up all the time. If you're not going to be there, don't show up. And when you do show up, don't get all on fire all of a sudden. And they're like, what is up with coach today? He's coaching very hard. He doesn't usually do this. I still remember A.J. Jefferson when he was a sophomore at Mississippi State. He hit me one time. He's like, Coach, what's wrong with you? You're not amped up today. And I looked at him. I'm like, damn. AJ, I apologize, man. I'm going to bring the heat right now. Why? Because that one day I let my personal life drag me down, and I wasn't that jacked up, motivated coach that he knew for 2 years. I'm not perfect either. I have those situations, but that's one in a blue moon, one out of a long shot. Be that great coach. Ask yourself right now, are you the best coach are you the best, head coach for your school? Is there someone out there who's better? Is there someone out there who's hungrier than you? Then you have to take X, Y, and Z steps to make sure that you're not getting outworked. Think about that. I had to think about it today when I was talking about this. Is someone a better fit for my company who's hungrier than me? And I'm like, you know what? Hell no. I'm freaking hungry. I'm motivated. I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to work. Give the best to people who I'm working with and for myself so I could give to my family. Okay, number 2, the second question I got here. Write down 2 coaches or programs that are currently executing better than you and relentlessly chase them down at everything you do or everything they do. Guys, none of us are the best of the best at every little situation. There's someone that teaches speed better than me. There's someone that is killing internet marketing better than I do. Why? It's because I'm not going to make excuses, but I spent my ass in the gym for 10 years, and he's killing it on the internet. But guess what? I'm coming. I don't need to call him out or anything like that. They do a great job. I need to improve myself, and I'm relentlessly going to chase them down. And when I fail, I'm going to learn from it. I'm coming again. And when I'm going to mess it up probably 5 times. But in my heart and in my mind, I know that I'm going to give everything I have from right now today on Wednesday, for at least for today, for tomorrow, the next day, and hold myself accountable. Write down 2 names that fire you up. I met with a school from Indiana last week. He told me the one school that beats them every year. I go, you have to, and I applied the first one to him. You have to be absolutely certain that you gave everything you had to be the very best for your kids in order to look that other team in the eye and have the right to speak to them and say, we got them this year. We're going to freaking beat their ass because we outworked them for doing boom, boom, boom. And you lift off a bunch of things that you've been prideful about the whole offseason. Now look yourself in the mirror, challenge yourself, and get after it. I have 2 or 3 things. One, I challenge myself. I'm coming after that, guys. He's pushing me to be better, and I'm chasing him down, all of his subscribers, and I'm coming. Number 2, my reason is I want to provide. I'm recently engaged. I want to provide for my future family. I'm going to get after it. I'm visualizing them, visualizing the little Kano to be, and go, man, I'm going to work my ass off so he could be like, that's my dad. My dad's a badass that helps other people be badasses. This is Coach Kano. Always win the kids, show up tomorrow, and kick ass.